Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're gonna make an authentic recipe for Lebanese Kofta Kebabs. Oh, they're so good. Just thinking about them, my mouth juices are starting to water. Oh, just that green aroma. Ground lamb. Oh man, this one is a little lopsided. Oh, that's some fatty lamb. I'm gonna call these kebabs ready. SUMAC parsley salad on the side. And that is complete Lebanese kofta directly from the streets of Baalbek. I can't wait to eat. Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens and welcome to Street Food at Home. We love to travel for food, but we can't always travel, so I'm taking you to the street food cart where we're gonna recreate some of my favorite street food recipes. Today, we are going to Lebanon. Oh, what a country Lebanon is. And specifically, the ancient city of Baalbek. Back to Baalbek, Lebanon, and I'm with my friends Fadi and Kamel. Shout out to both of them who are amazing guys. We arrived to Baalbek and we decided to go to the ancient city, to visit the ancient city in the afternoon. But in the morning, we decided to eat a bunch of food. And so the first place we went is this butcher shop, a locally known butcher shop. And we get there and I just remember seeing the mutton, the sheep just hanging, the fresh mutton of the day. And you could just hear the rocking of the knife back and forth. That's one of my favorite things in that entire part, the entire region of the world where they rock the knife back and forth to mince things, to chop things up. It gives food such an incredible flavor. When we arrived to the butcher, actually, we did two main things. One was the butcher prepares a meat mixture, which you then take across the street to the bakery. Okay, let's try one, guys.
The guy who makes this.
Cheers. They make a famous Baalbek pastry, which was incredible. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the means to recreate that. You have to go to Baalbek for that. But then the second experience was the kofta. And so we got all the ingredients ready here. Let's make kofta. And we'll start with an onion. And we can just kind of actually coarsely chop it because we are gonna run our knife through it again. All right, that's good. What I think is probably equally as important as the meat is flat leaf parsley. This is essential for kofta. This is what makes it kofta. And if I'm not mistaken, in Lebanon, they have kebabs, which are mostly just the minced meat, just pure minced meat. And then kofta, which includes more spice and specifically includes flat leaf parsley. So this is essential. We will just coarsely chop it. Oh, I can smell that already. Okay. I think from here on, it's time to switch knives, to switch cutlery. And this is not exactly the correct knife that they used, but I think it should work okay. This is actually a lab knife, which is a raw minced meat salad from northern Thailand and Laos, used to make with this knife. So it's actually kind of fitting. Oh yeah, okay. You don't want the pieces of onion, you don't want the parsley to be too standard cut. You want it to have that handcrafted chop to it. So I'm gonna do kind of a chopping method, whereas he was doing the rocking method, which is very common in that area of the world in Lebanon, which really is effective. Oh yeah, this is coming along nicely already. Keep chopping it a little bit. And again, I know some are gonna ask, like, why don't you just food process it? Why don't you just blend it up? And some recipes for kofta, they do tell you just to blend it up or food process it up. But I'm here to say that the flavor that you get when you knife chop or when you like pound something is totally different because it bruises the ingredients, it slow releases the flavor, the onion juices come out. And so I think that's a huge benefit and has a huge effect on the flavor. And it's also really fun. Okay, I think that's good because we are gonna chop it again with the meat. And let's get the meat on the board. So we've got 1 kilo of ground lamb. Whoa, that's kind of a lot. And I'll just go ahead and sprinkle this on directly onto the meat. And then we're gonna chop and mince and fold all at the same time and hope it turns out well. Maybe it's best to kind of like mix a little bit with your hand first also. And I remember specifically in Lebanon at this place, I could notice the kofta. They were so green. You could just, they literally were just green on the grill. And that's what you're looking for. You want enough parsley so that they're green. As you're mixing and chopping, do be very careful of your hands. I think the meat mixture is pretty well mixed in. Let's add a few more seasonings. And this is one of the kings of all spice mixtures in Lebanon. It's a Lebanese 7-spice mixture. And I actually made this myself. It includes 7 different spices. There's clove, there's nutmeg, there's cinnamon, there's allspice. Basically all the sweet spices in the world that you can imagine, which are all combined into a blend called Lebanese 7-spice mixture. I don't think you want it to be too heavy on this spice mixture, but just a little bit goes in. Black pepper goes on. A little bit of cayenne pepper for a little extra spice. This is optional. Maybe a bit more. Okay, that's good. Salt. Salt goes on. And let's mix and pound one more time. Meat chunks, meat particles are flying all over the place as the meat gets kind of sticky. As for the dry spice that we added, the kofta, they're not, I wouldn't call them extremely spicious, not full of spice, but it's just kind of that subtle spice that just flavors the meat, enhances the meat. But the real flavor is the parsley in these kofta. All right, here we go. Grab a chunk of meat. I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you ahead of time. This is a skill that takes a lifetime to master, and they are so good and so fast. So in no way am I trying to replicate their skill. Just having fun and just respecting the culture of kebab making, which is such an art and such a skill. Okay, let's try. Okay, so just mold it on there and then just kind of push it down the skewer, sort of like that, making sure to leave space on the end so that it can sit on the grill. Oh man, look at that. My shape is not quite. And they make it so even and so perfect every time. I think that will do it right there. Set this down. Oh man, mine is so uneven. And it's really hard to get a perfect kebab on the skewer. Again, just that years of experience, and it's so even, incredibly even on either side. Oh, this one looks a bit better than the first one, I think. Okay, next one. Oh, I love that sound. Oh, that was a oh, that was a failure of a kofta. Okay, next one. Yeah, it is a lot harder than they make it look. They just make it look so easy, so fast. Oh man, this one is lopsided. It's pretty fun making kofta though, or kebabs. Okay, kebabs are ready, and I think we can only do 4 because I want to save 2 skewers because we need to skewer up some onions and some tomatoes to also go on the grill. I think just go in. Oh man, be careful. You don't want to skewer yourself. Yeah, be very careful when you do this though. But these skewers are pretty sharp. And you don't want to, oh, the juice is coming out. All right. Okay, whole onions are gonna roast over the fire. Onions, and we'll do 3 tomatoes at the same time. Better to go this way? No, this way, no? As I recall though, they did use a pretty hot fire, because you want the smokiness, you want that fat to drip down, the smokiness of that. This is the golden moment. Let's see how it turns out. I'm not sure if I have the fire quite right because I know these are fatty and the fat's gonna drip down, but let's see what happens. And one of the genius best things about kebab skewers is that you don't need a grill, you don't need a grate, you just set them directly over the fire. There we go, and these two. Oh, immediately the hiss of the kebabs. Tomatoes and onions go on. Oh, that's perfect for the grill. Oh, immediately I smell the aroma of that meat. Oh, yes. Oh, that's just bringing me back to the streets of Baalbek. And that's what I remember vividly is I could see the kofta and I was like, those are green kebabs. There's so much parsley and then they're actually green. And there's so much parsley in those kofta that they're actually green kebabs. Okay, we may need to tone down that fire because I don't think they're cooked, but whoa, yeah, that is some fire. Okay, I think we gotta tone it down a little bit. Oh, that's flaming hot. Let's put these back on. Oh man, the dripping fat. And come to take a look close up. That's my lack of experience there. Look, the kebab started kind of peeling back from the skewer, which you don't want to happen. So you want to really form them on closer. Oh, that smells incredible though. The fat is oozing, the fat is dripping. Oh man, they cook really fast though. Tomatoes, oh, that's what we want with the tomatoes and the onions too, to just blacken. Oh, that's some fatty lamb. Oh man, it smells so good. I'm gonna call these kebabs ready. Oh, they're dripping with, oh, don't lift them up. They're just dripping with oily juices. Oh, one's about to fall off the skewer. This is my favorite part, is when they take it, just soak up the juices like that, and then push them off if it all goes according to plan. Oh, that sizzle. Oh, that was the most satisfying cooking experience I've ever had. Oh, wow, look at that, Micah, amazing. Okay, the other two more kebabs for the ultimate, 2 more kofta for the ultimate satisfaction experience. Oh, that juice boiling, it's boiling, the oils and juices. That alone is worth this entire experience making this at home. Oh, there we go, just clean skewers. Oh, the juiciness. And sometimes they even keep some of the bread on it to just keep them warm. I have to immediately just taste it while it's hot and fresh right off the grill. Oh, wow. It's cooked, it's juicy. Oh, the parsley and the crunch of the onion. Oh, yeah. Actually, we still have a lot more meat, so I'm gonna just make these kebabs first. We got a few more kebabs to make and the salad before we really start digging in, before we really start eating. I think I might be sore from making these kebabs. I think there's an actual muscle that you develop making kebabs. Somewhere in your mid forearm and thumb action. Let's put the next batch on the grill. Now we've got a low fire, which might be better. Oh, tomato's about to fall off. Oh, you can see the caramelized onion juices just coming out, roasting. That's beautiful. Oh yeah, this is a much lower fire. They're coming along much better, not burning so much on the outside. So the second round is better for sure. And you can see that greenness coming out from that parsley, but they are still fatty and oily, so that's dripping down. But in the meantime, I'm gonna wash up the chopping board and the knife because we're gonna need that to make the salad. And the salad is wow, that's a lot of smoke. The salad is one of my favorite parts of this entire kofta eating experience. Make sure you wash your chopping board nicely, but we're gonna again need the chopping board for this salad. Again, simple salad, but it makes all the difference. Parsley, tomatoes, onion, and a very important seasoning. Coarsely chop that first to begin with. Onion. Again, switch to the knife, and we're gonna chop this up. Again, you want that coarse kind of chop to it. I just love the uneven pieces though. Tomatoes, probably 2 tomatoes. And also we'll pretty coarsely chop them because we're gonna just coarsely, again, chop them into the mixture. And this is gonna unleash the juice. And you don't need the tomatoes to be too fine. You just wanna bring out those juices. I think that's pretty good. To be honest, I can't fully remember if there was lemon in the salad or not, or if all the sourness came from the SUMAC. I think we'll just add both, but you need SUMAC. SUMAC is a flour that's very common in Lebanese food. And this comes, shout out to my friend Kamel, this comes from Feryal Boutique, which is his shop. Kamel and his family, amazing family. They've traveled around Lebanon and curated some of the best food products, spices, especially spices and preserved foods. And then they have a shop in Beirut, and this is where I bought the SUMAC. So if you're in Beirut, go check out Feryal Boutique there. Oh, I love SUMAC, and you can immediately smell that sourness, lots of SUMAC. SUMAC goes in. Oh yeah, that purple pink color. To be honest, I'm not sure if he added lemon into the salad or not because there's a lot of sourness just coming from the SUMAC, but we'll just add a half a lemon, I think, just for some extra acidity into the salad. Oh man, all the seeds. That's exactly what I was trying not to avoid, getting all the seeds in there. That's okay. We'll get them out. And a little bit of salt. And let's just stir that up. Oh, look at that SUMAC. If you look closely, you can just see the specks of SUMAC just covering everything. That's exactly what you want. Oh, it's gonna go so well together with the kofta. I'm gonna pull these kebabs off the grill. These aren't quite as hot because I let the fire die down on them. Pull these off into the bread. They just slide out, okay. We'll blanket them for a minute. Then we'll get the tomatoes and onions, which are ready, which have been cooked fully and charred. I'm pretty sure what they did is they just were slicing the tomatoes and the onions right onto our plate, on our communal plate with Kamel and Fadi. Oh, that was incredible. Take all the black char off. And I remember he just kind of sliced it right there on our bread. Right there, there you go. Juice, fully juice. Oh, my tomatoes didn't come out quite as well as theirs. And then finally, should just peel a couple layers back to take off the black skin. Oh, it's so fragrant, it smells so good. Slice this into quarters, to pieces. Oh, that's still so hot. Oh, it's flaming hot. Bit of that SUMAC parsley salad on the side. Okay. Oh man, and that is complete Lebanese kofta directly from the streets of Baalbek. Oh, that was a superb day. Okay, I can't wait to eat.
The perfect bite here in Baalbek.
Kofta?
You get some of the kofta, double portion, and then a lot of the fresh salad.
So that's like parsley on top of parsley?
Yeah. Then grilled onions, charred.
What a bite.
It will be big, but I know you don't mind.
Don't mind at all.
Sorry. And then some juicy grilled tomatoes.
all of it together in one bite.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do, so you take the kofta into the bread. Oh, look at that meat. Look at that, the greenness from the parsley. Then tomatoes, then a little bit of tomato goes in, a little bit of onion goes on, some of the parsley salad on top of that. Oh man, this turned out to be a little bigger of a bite than I expected. This is for you, Kamel and Fadi, and all of my friends in Lebanon, the beautiful country of Lebanon. Oh, wow, that is spectacular. And I like to just take a piece of the kofta and just like scoop up some of that parsley salad. Salad and kofta in one harmony of a bite. Wow. I mean, even that salad is world class. That wraps up this recreation of Lebanese street food at home. I'll have the details in the description box so you can check out all the ingredients. Mostly it's just a lot of fun and you can make this street food at home. So thanks again for watching. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe and also click the little bell icon, and that way you'll immediately get notified of the next video that I publish. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next video.